From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the afternoon news for September 18th, 2025. These are the stories we are covering at this hour. The Trump administration on Thursday asked the U.S. Supreme Court for an emergency order to remove Lisa Cook from the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors. The Republican administration turned to the High Court after an appeals court refused to go along with ousting Cook, part of President Donald Trump's effort to reshape the Fed's 7-member governing board and strike a blow at its independence. The White House campaign to unseat Cook marks an unprecedented bid to reshape the Fed board, which was designed to be largely independent from day-to-day politics. No president has fired a sitting Fed governor in the agency's 112-year history. Cook, who was appointed by the Fed's board by President Joe Biden, a Democrat, has said she won't leave her post and won't be bullied by Trump. One of her lawyers, Abby Lowell, has said she will continue to carry out her sworn duties as a Senate-confirmed board governor. Trump sought to fire Cook on August 25th, but a federal judge ruled last week that the removal probably was illegal and reinstated her to the Fed's board. Trump has accused Cook of mortgage fraud because she appeared to claim 2 properties in Michigan and Georgia as primary residences in July 2021 before she joined the board. Such claims can lead to a lower mortgage rate and smaller down payment than if one of them was declared as a rental property or second home. At a moment of growing international alarm about the humanitarian situation in Gaza, more U.S. adults view Israel's military action in the Palestinian territory as excessive than at the beginning of the war, according to a new poll. About half of Americans say the military response from Israel in the Gaza Strip has gone too far, according to the survey from the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. That's up from November 2023, when 40% said Israel's military action had gone too far. That AP-NORC poll was conducted shortly after Hamas started the conflict by launching an October 7, 2023 assault on Israel, in which militants killed about 1,200 people and took 251 hostages. In other news, Starbucks workers have sued over the company's new dress code. Starbucks workers in 3 states took legal action against the coffee giant Wednesday, saying it violated the law when it changed its dress code, but refused to reimburse employees who had to buy new clothes. The employees, who are backed by the union organizing Starbucks workers, filed class action lawsuits in state court in Illinois and Colorado. Workers also filed complaints with California's Labor and Workforce Development Agency. If the agency decides not to seek penalties against Starbucks, the workers intend to file a class action lawsuit in California, according to the complaints. Starbucks didn't comment directly on the lawsuits Wednesday, but the company said it simplified its dress code to deliver a more consistent experience to customers and give its employees clearer guidance. As part of this change and to ensure our partners were prepared, partners received 2 shirts at no cost, the company said Wednesday. Starbucks refers to its employees as partners. Starbucks' new dress code went into effect on May 12th. It requires all workers in North America to wear a solid black shirt with short or long sleeves under their green aprons. Shirts may or may not have collars, but they must cover the midriff and armpits. Turning to Pennsylvania news, the gunman who killed 3 officers and wounded 2 more in southern Pennsylvania before he was killed by police was a 24-year-old being sought on stalking charges, according to court documents and law enforcement. The violence erupted in rural York County on Wednesday as officers sought Matthew James Ruth, who was also charged with trespassing, loitering, and prowling at night in a domestic-related investigation that began a day earlier, court documents show. Details on the domestic situation that led police to the farm were expected to emerge Thursday. The 2 injured officers remained in stable condition in the hospital. That's the news at this hour. If you are watching our news videos on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel. PEP Radio is now available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.